All right. This is going to be a really, really quick one before I'm running a little bit late for a live that I'm doing over on the Witch's Broom. By the way, if you're not subscribed to that channel, make sure that you do so. Um, I think that this is where things start to get kind of slippery and things start to get very dangerous. Now, I have had a person that only understands things from a Christian perspective accuse me of worshiping the devil. This is very common amongst ignorant people. It is. First of all, I worship no one. And most Satanists don't worship anything. Do I really consider myself to be a Satanist? No. I consider myself to be more so a high priestess of the crossroads, which means that I have dealings with both sides. Right, exactly. Thank you, Jan. Hey, 1EQL, hello. I do not worship any God whatsoever. If I'm going to worship anything, it would be self, it would be my own life. This is something that a lot of Christians do not understand. And they put out a lot of incorrect information about Satanism. First of all, Satanism is a broad term, just like paganism, right? So there are some Satanists that possibly do worship a deity called Satan. There, it might be, but Satanism within itself is not even about worshiping any god. It's about freedom from all of that, right? So, yeah, there are some dealings that I do have with, I guess you could call it the underworld, um, or whatever you want to call it. Is it about worship? No, it's not about worship. I don't worship anything. I have dealings with a lot of different deities. You know why? Because it's necessary for the job that I do and because of who I am. So, for example, if I felt that a client was sacrificed to a demon, like let's say Moloch or any other demon, you can be sacrificed to Jesus as well, right? I would then go to that particular deity and negotiate you out of that contract. And I don't even really have to negotiate. Okay. It's not even about negotiating. Making offerings such as wine, meat, incense, stones, herbs. That's not worship. That is making an offering. Making an offering of water, wine, cake to a deity, that's not the same as worshiping. So Christians do need to understand that um, people that are outside of Christianity, they don't worship anything because that's all that people that are involved in mainstream religion, that's all they know about is worshiping something, right? I don't worship nothing. I am a witch. Okay, there's a huge difference. Then also, a lot of the stigmatizations, I don't even want to hear it. You know, this, oh my goodness gracious. Um, that's just, you know, some of the stigmatizations, especially when it comes to sexual relations. I am probably, even though I am a Luciferian witch, I am probably one of the most purest of people that you will find sexually. So that's not a thing when you're dealing. There's a lot of people that are Satanists or Luciferian. They don't even have sex. I personally don't feel that there are even enough people on this earth that are worthy to have sex with me. So somebody was telling me that Satanists do odd sexual things because it's supposed to be a dig at God. Excuse me, my God that hangs around in the sky, my God is not concerned about, my God is not a pervert. So I guess it would I guess it would depend on what you believe in as God. Okay, what do you believe in as God? Of course, God understands that, you know, I am a sexual being, but that's not even my relationship with God, and that's not my relationship with sex. So a lot of these Christians and stuff and their perspective of it, it's so warped, and it's based upon what they've heard because they've never lived it. In fact, a lot of them that I've spoken with, they haven't really lived or experienced anything at all, which is probably why they travel around thinking that, oh, I've lived because I traveled somewhere. Well, you know what? You can go all around this world and still be spiritually ignorant. You can go to Africa, you can go to Egypt, you can go to Mexico, you can go to freaking the UK, you can go to Australia. If you are spiritually ignorant, and then you are just spiritually ignorant. Okay? They have no understanding. In the meantime, they are wicked as hell, like far more wicked than any wicked witch could ever be. They do wicked stuff all the time, and they think that they are justified by the disgusting things that they do because we're witches. And see, this is the reason why I stay the hell away from muggles, unless you're a client. If you consider yourself to be a client and you are respectful and you understand, then you good. But regular, schmegular muggles, I can't deal with it. I can't, because they have these ideas based upon maybe a YouTube video that they saw that was basically another confused person. Right, right, exactly. Exactly. But you know, the thing of it is that gets me is the presumptions and the total blind judgment. You know, when you hear them talk, they're saying all these things, and I'm like, well, God sees everything, so God knows that what you just accused me of is not the truth. Well, you don't even believe in God. What? Because a Christian's perspective of God is only Jesus. If you're not a follower of Christ, or if you're not a Christian, then you don't believe in God. Even though I believe in millions and trillions of gods. You see what I'm saying? So it's so, that's what I'm saying. Why don't they, if they are not open-minded, because I'm not trying to discount my peeps that you know, that identify as being Christian. I'm not trying to like push y'all away. But some Christians, they hang around us and they totally have no respect. They have no understanding. But if you disrespect their religion, if you were to come on here and say, "Oh yeah, you know, fuck your religion," then they would get upset. The fact that they don't even listen, they just, it's like they don't have the ability. Some of them don't have the ability to think outside of that box that was created for them. In the meantime, they are very, very, very disrespectful to the witches. You know what? The other day, like about 3 days ago, when somebody was accusing me of not being a real high priestess based upon a stupid man, if you only knew what I contribute to this world, you would shut up and have several seats. I'm not trying to make it sound like a Charmed episode or like this. No, I am saying that some of the, oh my God, not only that, I go above and beyond when some of my clients contact me and they have these bad spirits on them, or if there's a bad spirit in somebody's house, I don't just say, "Oh, go, get out of my house." In fact, this is what I'm getting ready to talk about on the Witches Broom channel. No, I actually take those spirits and put them away so that they're not accessing the world. And people, like, that's what I'm saying. Those people are going to get what they got coming to them because you, as a Christian, could literally be disrupting and being problematic to the workings of a higher God, of a higher calling for us witches that you too ignorant to see. So trust and believe that the karma is going to go on to you because you have no idea what I do for my clients and what I also contribute to the world, which is battling some of the most evil spirits you could have ever imagined in freaking history. So I know who I am. Do you know who you are? Probably not. Yeah, it's ridiculous. And you know what? That's why they sit around and they go, huh, they do all they can. They talk about you, they do smear campaigns about you because they're an agent. They actually want to see this world destroyed because they have no serotonin in their brain. Their serotonin has been eaten out, apparently, right? So they're depressed. So because they're depressed, they want to try to interrupt and be problematic and disruptive to the workings of the witch. I think it would depend on what your dealings are. Now, I believe that all witches are important from the upper to the lower. You know what I'm saying? But for me, I know that what my calling is my calling. And you know what? I'm so serious about it that I don't care about a relationship. I don't even care about what society is doing. I will go in the middle of the woods and just do my work for God and work with God, and continue to do God's work in nature and not be bothered with this ignorance. And just newsflash, just because I'm in social media does not mean that I came to social media looking to be social. Everybody knows what my place was here. If you need help, call Ghostbusters, which is AKA Jamila. But see, these people are very confused and they get upset and they're very jealous and they're always watching you. They're always pocket watching you. They're always watching your money. Hello, I got to have money to live. Everybody does. That applies to everybody, but they get upset. They get very, very upset when God shows them, hey, I'm going to continue to bless this person because this person is doing what I wanted them to do. Mind your business. Remember in the Bible when it said turn the other cheek? That, like, when God told them to do that, when their God that they worship, because there are some people, yes, you need to go and worship. Yes, I've been in that position in several of my lifetimes where I had to take several seats and bow down. Not in this one, and probably not in any of the other ones. People's spirit evolves. Sometimes in some lifetimes, your spirit can devolve, but my spirit is constantly evolving. Okay. And you know what? I'm going to tell y'all something. The truth of the matter is that they just don't understand. And what they don't understand, they need to look away from. All this sick crap, all these sick accusations and stupid stuff that they make, right? To try to confuse people or cause chaos. Bull crap. You have been trying to interfere with God's work straight up and down. And that's why you're upset. That's why God won't give you any inner peace. That's why you keep crying out. Show some respect. Oh, you thought you didn't have to respect me because I was a woman? Because I'm a woman. So you thought, oh, and see, this is consistently the issue with me. And this is why I don't run behind and cower down under any man. This is the reason why you will get checked. You will get checked, blocked, and cut off. Especially when my spirits don't put up with you long enough, to the point where a person just gets tired of it, to the point where I can't do it no more, to the point where you got to go. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you. I wanted to say that it's very frustrating. And you know what? The crazy part about it is that they are so judgmental. They are so wrong about everything that they're saying. They're so judgmental of the witches that they sit up there and dabble. That's dabbling because they want to get in our spirit. You know what? Getting into somebody's spirit and trying to vampire off of them, that don't mean you're going to get their wisdom. That don't mean it. All you're going to do is piss that person off. All they know how to do is take, and try to take away. They have no understanding whatsoever. When they go and they look at these ancient Indian ritual burial grounds and stuff, they don't really know what they're looking at. They have no connection. Even when they're given the opportunity to understand, they wouldn't. They're too scared of it. They would never be able to step into the same playing field as me, as well as my ancestors. You know, those ancient burial grounds and ritual places that still exist. Some of my people, my ancestors that are still alive to this day, they are literally sitting in the middle of a circle, communing with the real God, making things, probably even saving this earth, probably even doing things to help save our ecosystem, the ecosystem that makes it possible for us to breathe. The ecosystem that brings on the rain. These people are so unevolved. I hate to say it. I'm not trying to crack on nobody, but they're so unevolved that they have a freaking hole in their roof. And instead of them getting the money to get the roof, the hole in the roof fixed, they're praying the rain away. No, we need that rain. We need that rain to help keep things balanced. Go out there and try to figure out the science of money so that you can bring in that money instead of sitting up here running around here worried about a witch. Because you don't really know what a witch is and what she does. You have no idea. And you have no idea how in trouble you are with God. Make the change. Oh, they're afraid. Let me tell you something. When I went through the change, I wasn't scared. They scared. Well, you know what? Cover up your eyes then if you are afraid. Okay? Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to get ready to go live on the other channel because I have important things to speak to you guys about. I will be on the Witch's Broom channel. Give me about 10 or 15 minutes. I have to meditate for a second. I want to say this real quick before I go, and I'm going to make this point when I go live on the other channel. When you guys contact me for readings, I am connecting with you and all of the spirits around you. Please do not ever take that for granted. Okay. So these people that have these demonic spirits on them or evil spirits on them, they will contact me because those spirits are on the attack. Please understand that even if I consider you to be an enemy, and I have you unblocked and I'm willing to speak to you and I'm going to allow you to do that, I'm just doing my job and I am qualified to do it because the evil spirits that are on you, oh, yeah, they got to answer to me and my spirits. So you better appreciate it when I get to exercising you and sending you incantations in Latin, because that's really why you contacted me, because you go around, you get these spirits put on you. Most people don't know how to protect themselves. So what I do is very important. Now, you can call me a nobody if you want, based upon your ignorant social programming, but everybody that knows me. And if you keep trying to be disruptive and trying to be problematic and trying to stop me from doing my job, what's going to happen is that every time you try to stop me from doing my job for my clients and for this world, every single time those spirits are going to come to you. And they're not going to be nice spirits. They're not, because you are saying, come to me. You are saying, Venmo is what you are saying to those negative spirits. Don't get mad at me. You shouldn't have butted in. The reason why I'm able to do what I do is because I was born to do it. This is the reason why I can say an incantation to exorcise demons and spirits in Latin or in English. It doesn't have to be in Latin. I can say those incantations and completely clear those spirits out. This is why I am able to do this. And that's why a lot of these people are always coming for my throat, because they wish that they had my throat. You don't have the heart to keep up with my throat. So find something else. Find your north. I'm doing my job. And guess what? My spirits and God, they're going to make sure that I'm very comfortable until I transition off of this earth. And I deserve it. I deserve every penny I have earned so far. And I deserve every stinking penny that I make in the freaking future. And that's it. Oh, there are many like me. That I'm not saying I'm the only one. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to feel that way. But and there's a lot of people that are just like me that watch me and totally get me. I appreciate the support. I appreciate the love. Yes, I do love workings. I just made some love sugar during the witching hour for some workings that I'm doing for a client. Yeah, I do love spells and money spells, but you know what I do? I battle malevolent spirits. And if you want to continue to try to disrupt that, guess what? You're going to have to suffer the fate and the karma. And y'all are lucky that none of my people got lost. I'm not talking about family, I'm talking about my clients. These people want to block, 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 but think about what it is exactly that you're trying to block. So next time, maybe you'll learn, don't try to block a witch just because of what? Because of the way that I look? Because you're attracted to me? Because I should be your little good wifey? I'll never be a man's wife. You know who my husband is? My husband is somebody that is just like me, that understands my path. That is who my husband is. An ignorant muggle, no, you could never be my equal. Period. Okay, I gotta go. I will see y'all later. Y'all have a happy Saturday. Sorry for the drama, but it's just something that I feel very passionate about. I'll see you guys on the other channel.